One at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Looks alive. A 100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods. A basin of water?
For teleprojection. A reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it. Yes? Yes? Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out! Monsters. I can feel it. Coming closer. They're everywhere.
That's one less.
Smells of mushrooms in here.
To my mind, it's the scent of sun.
Not bad. What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions. Yes? Ah, our dear Druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Urboros must be here.
The letter bearing Ermion's seal to the Druids warns them about you.
Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know?
Skelliger's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Dwarven triple mead. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
A sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of
A
others.
child's skull.
I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one. Geralt, come here! I found the mask!
Look at this. A detailed map of the Northern Kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date. This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Careful now.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight. Tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Really wonder if Croc will be willing to help.
He knew Ciri well. She and Hjalmar played together as children. There. Good as new.
Let's get back to the wake.
Kraken creates asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. We'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the Beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe! Behold his will! May the best man or woman win! What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ord Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the Giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Cerys announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalryk is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the Isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ardskellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It is true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the Isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Take it Cerys wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Cerys has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalryk further than I can spit. Cerys won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
If either Hjalmar or Cerys need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krag. I will see you later.
rugged sword.
Ah! Ah!
Hey there.
You kick Lugos to this.
It's, adornment. I engraved it.
Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for...
Greetings, White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah! I was sure of it.
Oh, yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellig is right here at Caer Trolda Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
Looking for someone who can make me a master-quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Craft something for me, will you? So long.
Interested in a weapon? There's a tale behind every item I've got.
Tell me a story about one of your weapons.
See this sword? You know by its crafter's mark that it was forged in the Isles. Belonged to Lars, who would have been the same age as I.
What happened to him?
His wife went missing during a nasty storm. It was said the goddess smiled fondly on her, so Lars refused to believe she was truly dead. He ran out on the rocks and begged Freya to give his wife back, left his sword behind to show the god's humility, and never returned for it.
Selling that same sword now?
We could have tossed it in the sea. But Fish got no use for blades. He had no family. So I'm selling it. To the right man.
What are you peddling? So long.
Long as he looks.
Interested in a weapon? There's a tale behind every item I've got.
What are you peddling? So long.
That's, adornment? Engraved it.
Melt this blade and forge it again.
Don't wave it about.
A sword for
Lovely
cutting,
blade.
not looking pretty.
Don't wave it about.
Me little Lorgan's birthday tomorrow.
Come closer, stranger.
Give us all you got!
Shut up and fight.
Watch your step. A witcher, eh?
Three pots of hot silver, bottle of rum.
Run, Roach.
Uncle said folk on the
Come on,
farm
Roach.
have heads like cats, but you only got cat's eyes.
Move it!
Let's go!
Gonna kill the Kickasaurs.
Look what the sea hurled ashore. Hey, you! What clan you from?
No clan. I'm from the continent.
Skellige warriors alone drink in this tavern.
Not looking for trouble.
Look at him. Raise your voice and his tail slinks between his legs, like a dog who's heard a wolf howl at the moon.
Looking to eat? Wait out in the yard then, till ill tosses what's left in our bowls or the fence.
Whosoever denies shelter to a traveller disgraces himself and brings shame on his clan. Your da's teach you nothing.
Don't you talk to me about me da, Yoran, or I'll tuck you in me the barrow.
And you remember this, stranger. This here's not Cair Trolda. And we's not on Crate. Guests are not welcome.
You don't mind the occasional traveler?
I mind fools, no matter where they're from.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Jorund, son of Sigvald. If you've no one to drink with, sit down with me. Share some mead and a teal.
Beware the bandits that lurk in the highlands.
Aye, Geralt?
I don't often raise such a hubbub. You must rarely get guests from the continent.
Aye, true. When a Redanian or Temerian grows the stones to come to Skellige, they usually go ashore at Cair Trolda. Port's good there. Merchants aplenty. And the Jarl's right merciful to continentals.
Those two boys, the pesky ones, who were they?
Corey and Cracky. Only ever troublesome, as is their father, Leif.
Interesting in some way?
Depends. If it's liars and cards that interest you, then very much so.
Saw your notice. Pretty bare. Can you tell me more about the beast?
It's a ghost, I think. Or some other nightmare. Haunts Eldberg, near the lighthouse. Started harmless. Lighthouse just stopped burning one night. Without that light, ships can't make Arenbjorn safely. So we sent 2 men to see what had happened.
Let me guess. They didn't come back.
Nay, they didn't. Mick Yelp, the lightkeeper, he'd also gone missing. So I gathered some lads, a rescue party, and off we sailed. As we neared the isle, I hit the rudder hard and turned round. I'd seen a wraith on shore. Must think me a coward. Will crude steel had not do us much good there? I felt it in me bones. All I could think to do was to gather gold round the village for a reward. Help us, and it's yours.
Gotta say, I like you, Jorund. But business is business. I'll need more than that.
Grand. Let's call it that. Shake on it.
Fine. See what I can do.
Thank you, Geralt. You're a good sort. Ought to be said.
village.